task, beyond all science, beyond all technical aspects. I think we are all fascinated about space in the summer. Okay, today the sky is not very clear, but usually when we can look up and see the skies, it always inspires us and let us think what is out there.
When you land in the Soyuz spacecraft, you do about 5 Gs on re-entry. It lasts for about 8 minutes, and it gets very, very hot inside the capsule, and then the parachute opens, and you have about 15 minutes under the canopy, and then you impact into the steppes of Kazakhstan.
I think it's cozy. It's got nice lights. We have food. We have water. We have good friends up here, so we like it. We enjoy it. It's a little bit like a special submarine, only in space. When we look outside the windows, especially Cupola, the European-built window, what we see, it really fills our view, is the Earth. And every side of the Earth is always different. Whether there are clouds or the sun is shining, we're over water, over land. No matter where we are, every time we look outside, sunrise, sunset, day, night, there is always something to see. It's always interesting. And I would say that that's the view that really catches our eyes the most. Now, we can also look off the sides and look at stars, constellation. We see a lot of stars up here, a lot more than in general we see from the ground, because there is no light pollution. But these days, actually, when the moon is up, the light of the moon is so bright that we only see a black sky. So yeah, the Earth is just amazing to watch.
I was thinking about things that I wanted to do, whether they were educational events, cultural events, etc. And obviously photography from the space station. The view of Earth, we've just heard Luca talking about it this evening, is so spectacular. I knew I wanted to put together some imagery, but imagery alone can't really convey what we feel and what we see from space, so it has to go with some good music. And one of my favorite movie soundtracks was called The Layer Cake, from Daniel Craig starred in that. Probably some of you know it. And Ilan here was the composer for much of the music on that soundtrack. And so I tried to get in touch with Ilan to ask him if I could use one of his tracks to put to a video from space.
Well, first of all, it was extraordinary to be contacted by the European Space Agency and told that an astronaut was a fan of my work. I was pretty blown away. And so I took the opportunity to meet him. He invited me to Johnson Space Center, where he was completing his training. And I had an incredible tour and a very inspirational time there. And I walked away thinking the images and everything I've found out about this is so incredible. Why are we going to make a short story film about all of this? Why don't we make a big, long, live show? And so here we are.